Scrutinizing the Holy Bible means truth. When I read the Bible, I just want to explain to you this is how I see the Bible. I want you to see what the Bible says. I'm just so dramatic. Um, what I imagine when I read this Bible, that's why I take it so to the heart, the stories. All right? Okay. And when they had sent away the multitude, he was entered into a ship. His disciples followed him, and there were also with him other little ships. Jesus said, "Let us go over unto the other side of the lake." And they launched forth. But as they sailed, Jesus fell asleep. I wanted to show you that this is the real Sea of Galilee. It's not even a raging storm, it's just a wind storm. It's very deep. And there arose a great storm of wind on the lake. There was a great tempest on the sea, and the waves beat into the ship, in so much that the ship was covered with the waves, filled with water, and they were in jeopardy. You see, these are fishermen that had been fishing most of their lives. So they had been on the water where it was waving and the wind was blowing hard, and they were used to that. But this time, as the storm was raging, as James Cleveland said, a grave in the angry sea, they realized that this is not like it always been. We're about to die. And Jesus is asleep. Yes, Jesus was still in the hinder part of the ship, asleep on a pillow. The disciples came to him and awake him, saying, "Master, Master, save us. We perish. Carest thou not that we perish?" And Jesus said two things. Number one, he arose and rebuked the wind. Number two, he spoke unto the sea and said, "Peace, be still." And the wind ceased. And the sea, it was a great calm. They feared exceedingly, and they said, "What manner of man is this, that even the wind and sea obey him?" There are three different ways that appears how Jesus questioned their faith. In Matthew chapter 8, Jesus says, "Why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith?" And then Luke chapter 8 says, "Where is your faith?" And then Mark chapter 4, he says, "Why are ye so fearful? How is it that ye have no faith?" And straightway Jesus constrained his disciples, forced them to get into a ship and to go before him unto the other side, while he sent the multitudes away. And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain and apart to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there alone. And in the fourth watch of the night, between 3 and 6 a.m., Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, "It's a spirit!" And they cried out in fear. But straightway Jesus spake unto them, saying, "Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid." Now let's get real. Honestly, If you're on the water and it's dark outside, no lights, maybe a glimpse of a moon, maybe, and you see this image coming, and you have to visualize that they can't see from afar. They see this image. And since it's been windy, Jesus, I'm sure, had on his cloak. And when the wind is blowing like that, and you have on white, and we believe that he had white on, it's floating in the air. It's going which way, wherever the wind's going. And it's actually walking on water or moving on water. And they never seen anybody walk on water. So what would you think if you're sitting in that boat and the waves are going and you see this white cloak blowing in the air and it's coming towards you? You would think that it's a spirit. And I'm sure that they understand or understood that about evil spirits, because they did have those at that time. And so they hollered out. And it probably would look like this. Imagine this is the cape, what it looks like, and then begins to move like this. I think you would be skeptic. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. And he said, Come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw the wind boisterous, full of energy, he was afraid. And beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? And when they were come into the ship, the wind ceased. Then they that were in the ship came and worshipped him, saying, Of a truth thou art the Son of God. Both of these stories in the Bible speaks of not having fear. Jesus stresses that to believe, to have faith, and not fear, only fear God. The Bible says in Matthew chapter 10, And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Fear God, but don't fear man. Don't fear the enemy. When he gives you the power, he wants you to use it, but he puts us through tests. Can you go through the test? Can I trust you? Fear has torment. 2 Timothy verse 1 says, verse 7, chapter 1, For God have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. In 1 John chapter 4, There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear. And that is the moral to this story. This is just a couple that Jesus uses towards his disciples as he was training them to not fear and have faith and believe. Subscribe and share this video and hit that bell. Thank you.